What if I told you the most attractive trait a man can have isn't about his looks, his money, or even his charm? What if the secret to becoming irresistible lies in something that most men completely overlook? Something so simple, yet so powerful, it could completely change your relationships forever. This harsh truth might be tough to swallow, but once you accept it, you'll unlock a magnetic presence that 95% of women can't resist. It's not a trick or a game, it's a way of life. In this video, we're diving into the ancient wisdom of Stoicism and uncovering 5 key principles that will change your mindset, behavior, and approach to relationships. By the end, you'll understand why mastering yourself is the secret to mastering attraction and why most men fail at it. Emotional control is magnetic. Let's start with a simple truth. Women are naturally drawn to emotional stability, like moths to a flame. Why? Because in a chaotic world, stability is rare, and rare things are valuable. The Stoics believed in mastering your emotions, not suppressing them. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This principle applies directly to relationships. A man who can't control his emotions is like a leaf in the wind, unpredictable, unreliable, and untrustworthy. Think about it. If every minor inconvenience causes you to spiral into anger or frustration, what does that communicate to the person you're dating? Women don't want to be your emotional caretaker. They want a partner who can face life's storms with calmness and composure. So the next time you feel yourself losing control, whether it's in traffic, at work, or during an argument, pause. Take a deep breath. Ask yourself, is this within my control? If it's not, let it go. Over time, this practice will make you unshakable, and that calm, centered energy is incredibly attractive. Now here's the second harsh truth. Neediness is repellent. Women don't want to feel responsible for your happiness, your sense of purpose, or your self-worth. That's not their job, nor should it be. As Epictetus, another great Stoic, said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." This isn't just about material wealth, it's about emotional wealth. A man who is self-sufficient, who doesn't need someone else to complete him, radiates confidence. And confidence, it's irresistible. Imagine this scenario. You're on a date, and the woman mentions she's busy this weekend. Do you panic? Do you overanalyze whether she's losing interest? Or do you respect her time and focus on your own passions and goals? The self-sufficient man chooses the latter. He doesn't chase validation because his value doesn't depend on external approval. Start building a life that excites you, whether it's through hobbies, fitness, or pursuing your career. When you're truly fulfilled, you won't seek validation from others. Ironically, that's when others begin seeking you. Detachment creates desire. Here's a paradox. The more you try to hold on to someone, the more likely they are to slip away. It's part of human nature. We value freedom and are naturally drawn to those who don't suffocate us. The Stoics practiced a concept called detachment. They believed in cherishing and appreciating what they had without becoming overly attached. As Seneca once said, true happiness is found in enjoying the present without anxiously depending on the future. In relationships, this means releasing the fear of loss and focusing on being present. Imagine you're dating someone amazing, but instead of constantly worrying about where it's headed, you focus on enjoying each moment together. You're not obsessed with the future, nor are you trying to control the outcome. This calm, relaxed attitude brings a sense of freedom, and freedom is attractive. Practice gratitude for what you have right now without clinging to permanence. When you're okay with the idea of letting go, you become less anxious, more confident, and ultimately more desirable. Purpose over pleasing. Let me ask you, are you living for yourself or are you living to please others? Here's the harsh truth. Many men lose themselves in relationships because they prioritize their partner's happiness over their own purpose. While this may seem noble, it's a recipe for resentment and burnout. The Stoics believed every individual has a purpose, a reason for being. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Stop arguing about what a good man should be one." This means living in alignment with your values and goals, regardless of others' opinions. Think about a man who sacrifices his dreams to make his partner happy. At first, it may look like an act of love, but over time, he loses himself. Now, contrast that with a man who pursues his purpose unapologetically. He's not selfish, he's self-aware, and that self-awareness makes him incredibly attractive. Take time to define your purpose. What drives you? What are your values? When you have a clear sense of direction, you stop seeking approval from others, and that independence becomes magnetic. True strength is vulnerability. Now, let's address a myth. Strength means being cold, distant, and emotionless. This couldn't be further from the truth. True strength lies in vulnerability, the courage to be authentic even when it's uncomfortable. Seneca said, "Sometimes even to live is an act of courage." In relationships, vulnerability creates genuine connection. It's not about oversharing or being overly emotional. It's about being honest about who you are and how you feel. Imagine a man who admits he doesn't have all the answers but is open to learning and growing. This kind of humility is far more attractive than pretending to have everything figured out. Women appreciate authenticity because it shows courage and self-awareness. Start small. Share something personal with someone you trust, whether it's a fear, a dream, or a lesson you've learned. You'll discover that vulnerability doesn't weaken you. It makes you human. And that authenticity is what draws people in. Conclusion. Let's summarize. Becoming irresistible isn't about using tricks or tactics. It's about mastering yourself. Emotional control makes you steady. Self-sufficiency makes you confident. Detachment makes you free. Purpose gives you direction. And vulnerability makes you real. When you embody these principles, you naturally attract the right people into your life without chasing or forcing anything. It's not easy, but it's worth it. If you found value in this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more insights on Stoicism and personal growth. And let me know in the comments which principle resonates with you the most. Thanks for watching, and remember, the only person you need to master is yourself.